Alright, let's talk about minnow trapping. This is the minnow trap I use. It's called G40 Minnow Trap. I really like these traps. They're $14, Walmart, Amazon. You can find them a lot of different places. The thing I like about this trap compared to the other traps, besides I've had the most luck with these, is the center seam here where the two sides come together. There's no big gap. Some other brands I've noticed will have a big gap. It doesn't fit perfect, and I feel a lot of minnows escape that way. So it's got a nice clip which is attached to the rope that lets you take it apart, and there's two hinges at the bottom, so it comes apart that way. The stow is nice. I really like these traps. For bait, a lot of people will use bread, dog kibble, oats, Cheetos, styrofoam. I've had luck with and without bait, especially for fathead minnows, so I figure why mess around with the bait when I can get them with no bait. So transporting, so you got to use your water from home. You can't use lake water. You can't transport lake water. That's a no-no in Minnesota. So if you got access to well water, that's probably the best. But if you have to use city water, let it sit out for a couple days. It'll help eliminate some of those harmful chemicals in the city water, which will kill the minnows. Another thing to watch out for is temperature difference. So if you're trapping minnows from a pond that's 75 degrees in water, and you bring water from home that's 45, 50 degrees, that's a big temperature difference. So it'll shock the minnows and kill them that way also. So that's one thing you gotta watch out for too. Location, I like to target shallow ponds, shallow lakes, anywhere away from humans. I try to keep my traps hidden from humans. They'll mess with your traps, they'll steal your traps. It's just better to keep them away from human sight. Laws. So I'm in Minnesota, so April 1st to October 31st, you can have the trap soak in the water for up to 72 hours. And that's more than enough time. If there's minnows around in the lake or pond you're in, you'll know within a couple hours you'll have a full trap of minnows. I usually let it soak 12 to 24 hours. That's usually a good time frame. From November 1st to March 31st in the cold winter months, you can have the traps soaked up to 7 days, so it's a lot longer time. It's probably because of water temperature, the sunlight, and all the above. Less harmful to the minnows. I think that about covers it. Just always make sure to check your rules and regulations for the state you live in.